allo, della, negli. Ooh, what are these? I don't think I've ever seen them. Is this you freaking out over articulated prepositions? Don't worry, all of my students have been there. Articulated prepositions are very difficult in Italian, but I'm here today to give you an overall explanation on how they are formed and how they are used. In order to understand how this works, you absolutely need to have pinned down and studied very well the simple prepositions di, a, da, in, su, and the definite article il, lo, la, le, I, gli, l'apostrophe. With these two grammar elements well in your head, you will be able to merge them together to create articulated prepositions. Articulated prepositions look like this. Now, don't worry, you can download this chart by clicking on the link below, and you can also review the simple prepositions and the definite article in my previous videos. I will link all of that in the comment box here below. Okay, so it's difficult for Italian learners to understand when to use these, and it's normal that it's difficult because there aren't lots of specific rules that can help you and guide you. I will try to make it as simple as possible, and I will give you some suggestions that you can learn today and that can help you to understand them better. The first rule that I want to tell you is that you are going to be using articulated prepositions when you have a plural noun. Now, I'm going to be showing you an example with a simple preposition and an articulated preposition, okay? Look at this one. Vivo in Italia. Here I used the simple preposition in because I have a country. The country is singular. But what happens when the country is plural? Well, let's look at it together. Vivo negli Stati Uniti. In this case, you have Stati Uniti, which is a plural noun. When you have a plural noun, you will use an articulated preposition. In this case, you need to focus on that plural noun and ask yourself, what definite article will I be using with that? Let's think. Stati Uniti begins with an S plus a consonant. Okay, it's masculine. Gli. I will use gli. I'm talking about a place, so I need a preposition of place, and I will use in. Let's put these two together. In plus gli, negli. Okay? So remember, when you have a plural noun, you're going to use an articulated preposition. Let's look at another example. Sono in vacanza ai Caraibi. So in this case, you have Caraibi, which is plural, the Caribbeans, okay? In this case, you're using a plus I, and you're creating ai Caraibi. On the other hand, if you're going to Germany, which is a singular noun, you'll say sono in vacanza in Germania. Okay? So when it's singular, you're going to use a simple preposition. When it's plural, you're going to use an articulated preposition. Let's look at the second rule. You will use articulated prepositions when you are expressing that you are arriving from, coming back from a certain state. For example, ritorno dalla Francia domani. This means I'm coming back from France tomorrow. So physically, you're coming back from the country of France, okay? So you have dalla, preposition da plus article la together create dalla. Torno dal supermercato. Once again, I'm saying I'm coming back from the supermarket. You have da plus il. Da plus il equals dal. Rule number 3. You're going to use articulated prepositions when you're talking about something specific. Look at these examples and you will understand what I mean by specific. If I say lavoro a scuola, I'm simply saying I work at school. Could be any school. Lavoro alla scuola elementare. In this case, I'm being more specific. I'm not saying that I work generically in a school. I'm saying that I work at the elementary school. Since I'm being more specific, I will use the articulated preposition. Alla scuola. Okay? I'll give you another example. Lavoro in ufficio. I work in an office. If I want to be more specific, I can say lavoro nell'ufficio al terzo piano. I work in the office that is located at the 3rd floor. So I'm giving you more information and being more specific. Okay? So when you're generic, you're using the simple preposition. When you're specific, you're using the articulated preposition. Rule number 4. If you're talking about a geographical feature like the mountains, the sea, the rivers, you are going to be using the articulated preposition. This sort of ties in with being more specific, okay? So you can say something like nuoto nel Mediterraneo. I swim in the Mediterranean Sea. I have the Mediterranean Sea, which was my geographical feature, and I'm using an articulated preposition, nel. Nel is in plus il, which equals nel. Vado a sciare sulle Alpi. I'm going to go skiing in the Alps. I have the Alps, which is a geographical feature. I'm talking about a mountain. Okay? So in this case, I will use the articulated preposition sulle Alpi, which is su plus le, sulle. Please, please, please remember that this works for geographical features, but when you have cities, you're still going to use your simple preposition. So you will always say vivo a Milano, lavoro a Parigi, abito a Madrid, okay? Do not get those two mixed up, okay? Very, very important. Now, you have those 4 rules that you absolutely need to study and remember, but you also have to take note and make sure to match gender and number. The rules to match gender and number are the same exact rules that you're going to use when you're using the definite article, okay? If you need to review that, go check out my previous video on that with lots of examples and lots of information on matching gender and number. Once you have understood those 4 rules, the only thing that you need to do is just practice, practice, practice. So create your own sentences, or you can go to page 101 of this grammar book. There's an Amazon affiliation link below if you're interested in buying it. At page 101, you have lots of exercises on articulated prepositions, okay? These become easier the more you see them, the more you use them. So lots of exercises will for sure level up your understanding on these, okay? So this is it for today. I hope you understand a little bit more about these. Let me know what you think in the comments, and if you need any help, just email me at julia@italianlanguagehub.com or write a comment under the video. Un bacio, ciao!